Energy and love to the universal fam. It's the guy that saw him in Ra. Cosmic salute. Back at you, you know what I'm saying? I told you I was coming right back, you know, uh, with the phases on your journey to consciousness, you know what I mean? And this is basically, you know what I'm saying? This is the second phase on your journey to consciousness, and the second phase is to wake up. The first phase was to forget everything you ever was taught, everything you ever learned, and just pretty much reboot the computer, man. Erase everything off the computer, man, and you gotta we gotta reboot this motherfucker, you know what I mean? So the second phase is the wake up, you know what I mean? And basically this is a very important phase, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people think this is the all or be all, you know what I'm saying, phase. They think once you wake up, that's enough. You're woke. You could throw up your black power fist, or you could goddamn put on your red, black, and green, and you know what I'm saying, you could say crack of this, crack of that, devil this. A lot of people get stuck in that box right there, and it's a time and a place for everything. I don't knock nobody, I don't judge nobody, but when we dealing with higher consciousness, as I stated in the first video of this build, the journey on your journey to higher consciousness. On your journey to consciousness, I said when I speak of consciousness, I'm talking about higher consciousness. Others, when they speak of consciousness, they say it just means to be aware. And I'll say again that there's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when we dealing with higher consciousness, waking up is just, it's still the beginning phase. Even though it's the second phase, it's part of the beginning, on your journey to consciousness. It's the beginning phases, you know what I'm saying? So, to wake up, you know what I'm saying, you could wake up many different ways, you know what I'm saying? You could get information, from a friend, from an elder, a wise elder. You can get it from YouTube. That's a place where I see a lot of people, giving out a lot of good information, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people waking up through YouTube and through social media, period, through the internet, you know what I'm saying? Because we're in the information age, so the information is available, you know what I'm saying? It's, you don't got to search too far to go to find this, this information. So to wake up, man, you could wake up through several ways, and this is how I was saying that my last video I did with the Sinetta versus Polite beef. This is how I was saying that this ties in to the second phase, because now we're going to talk about the House of Consciousness, the HOK. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of information that comes on that channel. People come on that channel, presenting a lot of different information, a lot of different ideas, a lot of different ideologies, a lot of different philosophies. And, everything has a lane, man. I don't knock nobody, man. I salute all the teachers and, all the guys, all the kings that come through on that channel, man. You know what I mean? Because the House of Consciousness, believe it or not, is responsible for waking up millions and millions across the globe, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, me personally, I feel like at times it can become on some reality, edutainment, conscious type of shit, to where, it's a lot of beefing going on, considering that that's the channel and that's the platform that puts on the debates. You really can't be too surprised about that. And I had to come to a realization a long time ago that now don't get me wrong, it's some teachers that come on there, for lack of a better word, that's dealing with higher consciousness, But for the most part, from my experience with the House of Consciousness in the 2 years that I've been tuned in, which I had knowledge of self for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I've been conscious for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But in my 2 years dealing with the House of Consciousness, I feel like it's a place to where you can go to wake up. You know what I'm saying? They gonna give you Sinetta. He gonna give you that information where you could wake up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna hit your soul. You know what I'm saying? And through the House of Consciousness, man, like I say, they woke up millions. You know what I'm saying? And they're still, as we speak, they're still waking up people, man, to this day. You know, but it's like after somebody has woken you up, or you've come across some information that wakes you up. Now that's where the responsibility is on you. You know what I'm saying? It's on you to go take that information that you got, research it, and then add on to that. You know what I'm saying? You got to add on to that. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to knowledge of self or consciousness, you have to seek this information. Nobody's just going to fall out the sky and drop this information in your lap. You know what I'm saying? So you got to seek this information. You have to study. You have to research. I deal with science. You know what I'm saying? That's my base for my research. You know what I'm saying? I use science, to solve problems or to come up with conclusions or solutions, answers, whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? So I study all the sciences. I study history. I study everything. Nothing is off the table. You know what I'm saying? So, the wake up phase, man, that's a very important phase, but it's not the last phase. You know what I'm saying? And some people get stuck in that phase. You know what I'm saying? And I can't judge nobody, but if you're looking for higher consciousness, if you're trying to free your mind out of this matrix, and you can pass this information down to your kids for they can be free. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to do that, then, we can't just stop at the wake up phase. We got to keep researching. We got to keep studying. And another thing, what I see, a lot of people in the wake up phase, they get caught up on following certain individuals or certain personalities, due to their charismatic delivery, or how much money they might have, or different things. You know what I'm saying? This is another place where you could really go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know where you're going to receive that pivotal information from. So you cannot pick and choose who you want to receive information from. You got to take in all of the information and pick, take the good parts of that and leave the bad parts. Not one teacher, not even myself, you know what I'm saying, is going to be 100% correct all the time. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to be 100% correct 100% of the time. So, you have to understand that, man. And we tend to idolize, these teachers once they give us information. But no, you got to get that information, research it, and you got to move on. You know what I'm saying? Don't get stuck following behind somebody, because we're all natural born leaders. We're all teachers, and we're all students. So, yeah, man, don't get caught up in following behind people just because they got a big following, got a lot of followers on Instagram, or they, talk real slick, or they could talk louder or cuss louder. Yeah, don't get caught up in all of that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's about the information and how the information resonates with you. So I don't want to make this video too long, but this is the second phase on your journey to consciousness, and it's the wake up phase. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with that pineal gland and that third eye and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So your third eye is in this phase. Your third eye has been opened up, but it's up to you, you know, to keep it open and make sure you don't fall victim to, you know, a lot of the bullshit that's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video with that, and I'm gonna say energy and love to the universal family. Cosmic salute. Peace.